Alright, I thought I'd get an update on my 57 Chevy here. Got a couple things done. I traded my 56 Oldsmobile for this small journal 327 and got it all cleaned up. I changed all the core plugs, all the basic stuff, and stuck it in the car. Bell housing I had was from a truck, so I had to go source another bell housing. So I've got a 56 model bell housing in it now. Only difference is the starter is just ever so slightly different. One of the bolts just goes through from the back side instead of the front on the later ones. So if you use an early bell housing, you just got to drill the threads out of one of the holes in the bell housing. So that's all in there. Got a new starter. I've got what I assume is the original transmission of the car sitting in it. It's the one that was sitting in the back seat when I got the car. That's all in there. So I got to clean up my exhaust manifolds. I think I'm going to try and get some cast iron paint on there, just paint them gray, make them look nice. So I got plugs and stuff to stick in it. I ordered a radiator. I really truly hate aluminum radiators, but I did find one that used stamped tanks, so it doesn't look like complete hell. Those cheap $100 radiators off eBay, people pretend like they work great, but they're complete junk. They're epoxied together, and some 8-year-old Chinese kid welded the tanks, so I'm not putting that on any one of my cars. But this one's got stamped tanks, and it was a little expensive, but I figured it'll hold off for now and get the car on the road until I can find a nice copper brass one. So that was the last major thing I needed. I've got my windshield, just got to put it in. I still need side glass, but I can at least drive the car down the road with the windshield and the aluminum radiator in it. So pretty much got everything to make this car drive by the end of the year, by fall. I got the brakes all redone, changed all the wheel cylinders, all the brake hoses, new master cylinder. Have not bled them yet, but if we pump it up, you can hear them all squeaking, and we've got good brake pedal. The clutch does some weird stuff right now. I gotta look at what's going on, but at the end of all that, we do have a good clutch feel. Super heavy clutch, original Borgenbeck 3-finger pressure plate, just like my Mustang, so I'm happy with that. Swapped out the glove box with another one I bought, so it's got a good hinge, it's not rusted solid. This thing will focus. So I didn't realize I'm missing the catch, so it doesn't latch yet, but I just got to get the latch, get the catch. Got all the stuff to rebuild the instrument cluster. I got all new lenses and a new speedometer. So I got to pull this steering wheel and stuff apart. The shifter goes up and down fine, but it doesn't go in and out, it's jammed. So I got to pull the steering wheel and all this covering off, which I got to pull off anyway to get the cluster out. So I'm going to pull all that apart, free this up, rebuild the instrument cluster, and we're getting really close. So got that going. Got a radio, got a clock, bunch of good interior parts. This car is going to be 112% stock and original. But I do want to put a radio in it because this is going to be a highway car. And then the guy threw in a clock, so I figure I might as well stab that in there. It's not going to hurt anything, it's just bolting it in. I'm going to obviously keep the delete plates. So, got a good generator. I got a factory electric windshield wiper set up just in case none of my vacuum motors are any good. There's the stuff for the instrument cluster. The guy said this was a 6-cylinder support, but the guy had like 17 cars, so I think he was just a little bit confused. This looks to me like a V8 radiator support because the brackets are coming in. So, unless I just have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure this is a V8 support. So I'm going to tweak this back into shape, stick that in there with my V8 radiator, and we should be set. Like I said, transmission's in the car. I've got new U-joints, so I'm going to rebuild this drive shaft real quick, throw new U-joints in it, and that's ready to go. I even bought new U-bolts for the rear. Got a spare 3-speed Muncie, just in case. Apparently those are super weak, but you never know if people really know what they're talking about. So, engine's in there, and what else do I got going on? I think that's about it for the moment. I'm going to use the distributor out of the 265 for right now. So I'm going to clean that up, throw that stuff on there. Found some old wires just to get it running. So yeah, I'm going to build another Holly for it. I'll stick that on there. And I think we're going to be really close to being on the road. So my goal is to just get this car driving down the road by the end of the year, by fall. And then this winter, I'm going to see how much a wiring harness is. I'm going to rewire the whole car, probably fix the floors, because they're Flintstone floors. Car's still structurally fine, so I'm not worried about it right now, but obviously that needs to get taken care of. So wire it, finish that, get all the glass and weather stripping in it, and then next year be ready in case I have the opportunity to road trip it.